So anyway, I usually take 24 rolls of film. And this trip, I only took 7. I don't know. I think it was just too cold. Was it too cold? Was I too old? Was the scenery monotonous? Of the seven rolls that I took, they were 36 on a pictures on the thing, but still, I use between 25, 50 pictures at the most in my album. Any trip I have, I just pick out the best ones that I have and place them there. Just the highlights. Now, in the airport, I took a wheelchair, and the man was pushing me, and I said, "Are you Pakistani?" And he says, "Yes. How did you know that?" I said, "Well, I could tell by looking." And I says, "Are you from Kashmir?" And he says, "Yes, that is my town." I says, "I thought so." Oh, he was so surprised, and oh boy, I got deluxe treatment, I'll tell you. I was his friend, but I just know from traveling around the world. I was really surprised. Oh, I was so surprised that there were so many Indians working at the airport. Security gate, checking counter work, and at the shops, and pushing wheelchairs. One lady had her nothing showing but her eyes. Oh, it's really surprising. So anyway, we didn't eat at the hotel, but we went outside and walked down about a block, and we ate at this wonderful Italian restaurant. It looked like a hallway. You walked in, and it looked like a very small foyer, and then you walked forward, and there were seats on both sides, like a hall. And we had wine, and I had risotto, and the atmosphere, and we talked to everyone there. They were right next to you, And thank you, Barry, for the goodbye kiss you gave me. I'll tell you something, if I was 50 years younger, you wouldn't be single. Sandy was jealous because she didn't get a kiss. How come he kissed you? He didn't kiss me. I told her I was more beautiful than she was. Do you remember the black and white working sheepdog we saw on our first stop? Sandy says, "Oh, you will have to drag that thing around for weeks. We will see more. Just wait till the end of the trip." I never saw another one. I never saw another one. The last gift shop at the airport, I saw one. I grabbed him, and I grabbed him, and I said, "Buddy, you are mine." He was real long as a draft dog by a door. You know, you'd put him there by the door. But I took him to my seamstress, and she took off 12 inches of his belly and then sewed the back end and the front end together, and he is great. He sits by my fireplace checking that all is well as in the house. Molly smelt his nose 2 times, and that was that. Now, Buddy has been accepted by Molly. Although I put a ball between his 2 front feet, and by morning, Molly has taken the ball and put it back in her box. We do that. It's like a joke or a trick. I keep doing that all the time. I stayed with Sandy and Ross at their beautiful home on the marsh with the giant oak trees and the Spanish moss hanging. What a lovely home. And we had a pizza and wine and bed. Then off from Charleston to Fort Worth, Texas, and then changed to Arkansas, and then I drive 1.5 hours to go home. Hopefully the car hasn't been stolen. The London shops were so huge and so modern, and the clothes the young ladies were wearing were gorgeous and sometimes very shocking. In Scotland it was more style and not so much, oh my God. I think that definitely Scotland wins the Best Flower Garden Award. The man who pushed my wheelchair at Fort Worth was from West Africa, and West Africa from Senegal, and he was surprised that I knew he lived at Mali, where I had been. Oh, you know Mali? Oh my goodness. I can't help it. I look at people, and I look at their features, to see what tribes they're from.